Let's go. Yeah. Episode 52. Fam, we got any number 52s, fam? Wow. You stuck. This man's stuck right now. Episode 52. Coming in hard.
Got me. Froze me, fam. Froze me.
Teddy Bruschi.
Oh, come on.
Teddy Bruschi? Teddy Johnson?
Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis, get out of here. Get out of here. Gross.
55 plus 25.
Get out of here, Ray Lewis. Yo, your boy's back. Victorious. Javier, the Rib Pod. Episode 52, man. 52 weeks in a row. It's August 18th. Appreciate all the love and support. Yo, thank you, Kendra. Thank you to Kristen. Thank you, all the supporters. Man, Kendra really been like... She's... Come on.
It's like... Appreciate you, babe.
Yep.
You know, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Yeah. Shut up. Yo, big, super excited for Rock the Lot 2022 coming in.
Oh yeah, we need a post for that, Ken.
Couple Sundays coming up. You know, we'll throw a little post out there for the socials. But I know we got the football game, the NFL weekly game going. That's already on.
We're gonna get that up. That's not even fam. That's for me in terms of like, you know, you set goals in your life, right? Your little thing, you know, little milestones, whatever. It's like we're gonna build that one up, fam. Right?
We are going to build that one up.
Right, we're going to build that one up. I mean, you already know. You already know. We already know we're in the works with that one, fam. So, be on the lookout for that.
Also, we're giving away. Let me reach over real quick.
Yeah, let them know, fam. Let them know. Let them know who's in the house.
Got a sweatshirt real quick.
Everyone, you get it.
Got a sweatshirt. Got a nice T-shirt. Same one as I have on. Crispy.
Look at that logo.
Got a black one. Crispy.
Oh, my.
All right.
Oh my
got a black one, crispy.
God. Oh my.
All right.
God.
So send it out. We'll ship it out. You know, make sure you subscribe on the YouTube. Make sure that leave a comment. That's all you got to do. Any comment.
Hey, share, subscribe.
Yeah. I'm just saying to get in the contest. We said we're gonna
No, for sure.
Make sure you subscribed and make sure you leave a comment. So you should be liking, you should be watching, you should be sharing, doing all that stuff. But for sure. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you leave a comment on the YouTube, either one, episode 52.
That's it.
A or B,
Bless your
part
boys.
1, part 2. You know, hit your boys off. Victorious, been grinding. Your boy been grinding.
We're working.
Here to give you the weekly all sports content, NFL, NBA, MLB. We've had Coutinho on. You know, we'll give you what else, fam? Soccer all the way through. You already know. Wrestling. PGA. Ooh, come on, fam.
Woo. All that. NBA, we talked about
OT.
NBA, OT, all that.
OT, we get into the nitty gritty, you know, some funny stories. So we give it all to you. So hopefully everyone
big boxing match this weekend. Usyk and Joshua. Anthony Joshua.
Wow.
Huge,
AJ?
you know. Yeah, AJ.
Yep.
So, you know, I know we're not heavy on them streets, but you know, big fights like that, I guess while we're here, I'll recognize it. That's a big boxing match coming up this weekend. So,
for sure. So, just want to, as always, just mention the people, all the good stuff. Fam, what else are we getting into early? We're gonna jump into a couple quick hitters as far as like NBA, NFL. What do you got? Anything in there? Anything in those streets? I know like fantasy. I just saw my 2 leagues, my drafts both set up, so that's gonna be on. I'm excited for that. I got my keeper league pumped for that. My man Eddie's the manager on that one.
You say you got Jamar, right?
Jamar Chase,
in that keeper league. Yeah, facts.
Yep. So I think I took him in like the 8th or 9th round, and then like it counts as like the round before. So if I took him in the 9th, it counts like as 8, in 8th for this year. So
yeah, my draft with all the homies. Not to cut you off, but the draft is going to be like on the 3rd or the 2nd. So it's like, you know, it's gonna be right before. It's gonna be pretty fresh. So we're gonna. Yeah. So all the homies.
I'm right with you, fam.
So all the homies from town. So
awesome. That should be fun. I'm looking forward to the drafts too. Got 2 leagues, both set up. So looking forward to that. And then we got the DraftKings game. Make sure you join that. We'll throw that out there. I already named it. I should have named it the Listener League, right? The Ripod Listener League.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it, right? The listener. Me and the media. You know, we were touching on it, and she was at. I was like, I think we might. Right, it was one of them. Like, we'll get back. You know, all right.
I was like, yep. But yes, it is going to be the Listener League. I have it like the weekly game or whatever.
Weekly NFL game.
Those are going to be synonymous. Same thing. Right?
It's not even a bad name, honestly. Weekly NFL game, it's like.
Yep, same thing. That's what we're doing. So,
but when you see the invite.
Yeah, share.
Join.
We're going to throw it out there. Looking forward to it. 17 weeks of NFL. Wow, 17 big, long weeks. So, it flies by. You know how that goes. We'll be giving you.
I feel like it was just yesterday, fam. We were touching on PGA, man.
We'll be giving you content. We might even have to I don't know, maybe record on a different day for NFL. Just to get you that fresh scoop. Maybe Monday.
It's funny. I was actually thinking about that today, fam. Okay, I won't be switching the tail end of the recording.
Yes.
What that would even look like? How that would imagine recording on a Monday. Fresh, whatever, man.
So
whatever.
More to follow. But we got things. We got things in the works already. So fam. Any NFL, any NBA, we'll hit some things real quick before we jump into the PGA streets and these little this little look back, fam. What do we got for anything? Just the Deshaun stuff.
Yeah, I saw
that suspension.
$5 million, 11 games. Yeah, that's what happens when you're a creep. So. Get what you got coming.
100%.
I guess
100% creep. Said he'll probably appeal that and get down to 8 games, probably, right?
Yeah, it's Roger was coming for that ass.
So gross. Get out of here, Deshaun Watson. Gross. Bad mojo for the Browns.
No, again, they wanted that, fam. So you lay in your bed. You want to lay in a bed full of brown. That's what's gonna happen to you, fam.
That is it's gonna be doo doo.
Yeah, absolutely. NBA, fam. I just honestly is. This whole Cade, nothing's really going to come of that. They're all going to stay in Brooklyn. LeBron just inked that huge, deal. Was it 2 years, $100 million, basically $50 million a year?
Yep, saw that.
That's what's going on in the NBA, but nothing really fresh.
NBA's quiet. NFL, I'm just pumped. The preseason, is on. We think we got week 2 of the preseason out of the 3 weeks that they got in the preseason. So they cut that. That's a week shorter now. So that's on, and then we'll get the scoop on that. But yeah, I think just seeing how things shake out there, fam. That's about it. Like you said, we got it's August 18th. I got my draft, the 4th or the 5th, so even later than you. So it's
wow,
the week. Things will be settled by then. Whatever injuries, there's always bound to be some wacky injuries, terrible injuries during the preseason
for sure.
But we'll give everyone the lowdown on that. But. Yeah, we might have to switch a scoop on our daily.
Fair, we can do whatever we want.
We do whatever we want. It's unbelievable. And
whatever we want.
Fam, any NBA? Nah, we're good there. We hit on that. Any NFL? Nah, we hit that real light. We're gonna jump into. We've been throwing out the polls, the intel for some NFL. For the draft stuff.
Mixed on the Patriots making the playoffs. People some people. Actually, it was more no that more no than yes. So,
I guess always Patriot haters out there, first of all, and then some knowledgeable fans out there too who understand. I don't know, Buffalo's playing good. There's out west. There's 3 or 4 good teams in the AFC West. So, we got our work cut out. We got our work cut out for us, fam.
Yep.
PGA Streets. Let's jump into that. FedEx playoffs. BMW. Who won last week? Your boy Willie Z came through in a playoff.
Finally.
The 3-hole playoff. Finally. Lots of people won. How about, shout out to who won? The Birdman. Wow. Big win of the Birdman. Shout out to this man. Put up some serious numbers. Took home a fat wad of cash. So good to, shout out for this man. And he's got, some diaper money. So
great.
Shout out to this man,
Unbelievable. Congrats.
Blessings
Rob.
on blessings, for sure. Yep. This man just got blessed for sure. Hard work. He works hard. So good to see some of that hard work pay off. But,
hell yeah.
Yeah, Willie Z, three-hole playoff win over Sepp Straka. And now they carry on, the top 70 carry on into, the last 2 here as we get into the finals, fam. And, next week is going to be, a staggered start. So, whoever is in the top, so the top 30 carry on here from the top 70.
Okay, and then because right now it's 70, right?
Correct.
And then after this week, it'll be 30. And all these guys get 4 rounds of golf, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. No, they get 4 rounds this week.
Okay.
No cut, but only top 30 advance to next week. And then next week is a staggered start where if you're, top, whoever's first in the FedEx Cup, they start at -10 already. They start at 10 under. or something like that, where they get an advantage.
Yeah, it's like all right, yeah, it's whatever. First seed.
There's definitely stuff to play for. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll see how
70
all
to 30. Damn, 40,
I don't want to say, fam.
40 go home.
Fam, I don't want to say like I'm tired of the golf streets already, but like I'm ready for the NFL. I'm ready to take a break from PGA. See you later.
It's kind of funny. Like I'm on the opposite thing. I'm actually like, how the hell is this all going to end? Because it's my first real like golf season. I'm genuinely intrigued to see who actually wins. Like the FedEx.
Oh, that's true.
No, I'm not. I'm like, all right. Scheffler was like the guy. So correct me if I'm wrong. Like, so is Scheffler? I know he's won the Masters. He's got four dubs. That goes without saying. I'm sure that Masters was a huge win too. Did Will Z just pull in front of him as the?
Yes.
Wow.
So the playoff points are like quadrupled. So if you win,
that'd be it. So the FedEx was huge. All these points,
huge.
These guys just
these last two, obviously last week, this week, and then next week, massive. The first place gets like 4x what they would normally get because it's a playoff event.
Damn.
So like Sepp Straka like moved like into the top 10.
Right, just by going head to head with Will.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. So
yeah.
It's like yo, it's crunch time. It is. It's money time.
It is. I'm just curious to see how it all finishes out because I wasn't even, again, I had no clue it even came down to like playoffs and like what the hell?
Yeah.
Like
wow. So no, it's no, you're right. Some people, this is a full season. We've stuck with it the whole way. It'll be cool to see how it plays out. But next week is the actual last week. Right now is the BMW going on. I think it's going on in like Wilmington, Delaware.
Yep.
So still on the East Coast here, and then
let's shout out the winners from last week, fam.
Oh, please shout them out, fam. I know who won. Was it Frias again?
Nah, fam. Me and you. You.
I'm just kidding, fam. I'm just kidding.
Nah, yo, Frias, freaking Frias, man. This guy. This guy's been raking. He's been raking.
How about you, fam?
Shout out to you. I actually won, fam.
Yo, shout out to you, fam.
Yo, I've actually won. Actually, I had come in second and third a bunch of times. Well, enough times. I don't want to say a bunch, but enough times for me to feel comfortable to say, yeah, I held my own throughout the season in terms of picking players. But yeah, man, I won. You came in second, and then Eddie came in third for the FedEx. So yeah, we're doing the BMW this week. And what's up? One more after this, fam? We doing one more after this?
Yeah, I think automatically that's going to kick it off. We'll do a little something, and even if that's the only thing I play, we'll throw out our DraftKings game out there. It's been successful. We've had some love the whole year, so might as well keep it going. So why not, fam?
Love it.
Absolutely. I love that we got the NFL game going out there.
Yeah,
yo, fam, let's jump into some other stuff. So, for before we do that, PGA. Any guesses or any predictions for this week? We have like Keegan Bradley. I see is leading right now after round one. We're recording on this Thursday. Keegan Bradley is what, 7 under?
I don't have it quite in front of me. I'm actually. I
have it right here. Keegan Bradley 7 under. Adam Scott 6 under. Varner.
Yeah, Varner.
Shane Lowry. Justin Thomas.
Yep.
So yeah, any predictions for this week, fam?
I'm going with Colin Morikawa.
There you go. Good prediction. I'm going to go with Taro Hatton. So we'll go with both of those guys. Here we go. On to fam. Looking back at, not even fam. Let's shout out real quick. Again, we went golfing last week. Awesome to go golfing with you, Kirk, Jeff at Merrimack Valley. Everyone played well. You played well. Jeff always plays better than he I don't know. He played well.
Yeah.
Of course, Kirk played well.
Kirk's a good golfer. Yeah, we all held our own, man. We all did our thing.
Fun to do that.
What a nice course, fam.
Awesome course, Merrimack Valley.
A nice
course.
Give
him a quick plug.
Friday night too, fam.
Tasty Friday night, and those, we played 9 after work. Just unbelievable conditions. Had a couple bevies on the course. Just fantastic. Had a blast. And then I played Saturday. Marcus and I played Garrison. We played the course. Had a fun time. And then Sunday, I played with Festa. Jared, Skeena, and my man Jay Matola.
Awesome.
We played out there at Scottish Highlands over there in Salem, New Hampshire. Had a fun time. My man Festa beat me. Stinks. I played I played not well. I wish I played like I did Friday.
Right.
You know, it's terrible. Terrible. So congrats to my man Sean. Good W, Sean. Took me for $30. So looking to get him back next time.
Yo, he's leading the charge right now in our listener league right now. This man's
love that out of nowhere.
Active on points. Yeah, literally out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? This man dropped his festivals.
Let's look back real quick at some of the stuff we've gone through in a year. Some of the topics we've gone through in the past 52 weeks.
Unbelievable.
August to August here.
Unbelievable.
2021 to 2022. Kind of started this podcast on a little bit of a whim. It was just to give a quick history, right? Something that I've, had, in the works, bubbling underneath the surface, was at Merrimack College on the radio doing that part. Did that little gig for a minute. For anybody who followed me there, Sports Talk Plus over at Merrimack College.
I remember those links.
So hit up my man Victorious, like, yo, we got to, and even when Greg, I'm sure you guys know Greg, but Greg got, I was like, yo, I got to put something together. We went to the Revs game, and that's kind of what sparked it up, was like,
for sure,
easy something to talk about. And that just transferred itself into like other sports, following into, PGA was huge, NFL was huge. And then getting some guests on, like Sully was huge. Harry, massive, getting him on. So just the kind of, worked out organically. I'm so, proud of how it's all gone on.
It really is, fam. It's a product.
Got the wrestling stuff with Ant, Coutinho, Evan, Henry, having Matt Carrera on. Just like all the guests have been phenomenal.
It really has. It really has. And it's funny too. It's like, guess it's not the easiest thing to get them on. People.
It's not easy to do.
And I'm right. It's not an easy thing to do. And I'm sure that people probably are aware of that. Just in terms of like, all right, like again, one, we're putting out a pod. Two, yeah, you got to get people on. You got to coordinate it all. So again, appreciate all of you who have been on, all of you who we've talked about for being on in the future. And yeah, I mean, that's just part of it. Ideally, yeah, who wouldn't want to have a guest every show? But, it takes a little time and camera, all that fun stuff. But because honestly, it's been unbelievable getting all these guys on, giving different opinions, and with the wrestling. I mean, even going back to Saul, our first guest, just boom. Like, wow. And, shout out to the homie Greg, man. Started with us, obviously, as life goes on, things evolve, and it is what it is. But we definitely appreciate helping kickstart it, get us started, even with the socials. You look back on it, you can see from the first post on, and just how we've evolved. You know what I'm saying? Just overall. So just had to mention that, fam.
Nah, I love it. That's exactly what we want to talk about. That we're just looking back, little review section, thinking back of some of the good times, thinking back of some of the highlights, some of the lowlights. Just here, we're here. So couple things that I jotted down in my notes here, fam. I'm gonna just look through it real quick.
For sure.
So I had some best memories that included all the guests we just mentioned: Saul, Harry, Henry, Ant, Coutinho, Evan, Matt. Did I miss anyone?
If you hit Henry, yeah, I think we've touched on them all. And if we did miss
awesome. All the guests, unbelievable. Thank you. All brought their own angle. Awesome that just as part of our show, kicking it to the next level with our socials, fam. Like, you and Kendra, like really kicking it into overdrive. Like you said, Greg, it's hard to do, right? So we kicked it into overdrive a little bit. Victorious and those guys kind of took the reins, and I think you could see the difference. Getting like the IG going, getting more visuals out, getting more graphics out. So, even like the new logo looking crispy right there in your background, fam.
For sure. So sure.
All that stuff, just the advancement of the show has been awesome, from the audio just on Anchor. Then we kicked it up into, we got now we're on Apple Podcast. Just even getting on Apple Pod was huge.
For sure. I feel like, like that. Not to say Apple, but it's like, you think of Apple, it's like, wow, I'm on Apple? Like, we're on actual Apple.
Yes, getting on Spotify, getting the video.
I'll boast a little bit, fam.
I love it, fam. Getting the video going. Just that next element.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Yep. And being able to have guests on as video. So, yeah, just those are some of my favorite memories just as part of the show. And then I look back at some of the best teams we covered. I jotted down Europa winner Frankfurt.
Oh,
unbelievable.
Man.
Advancement into the Champions League, kind of out of nowhere, mid-table in the European League, a team that we just started following.
It just shot up
organically from, just looking through analytics here for the show. And yeah, it just was fun to watch them in the Bundesliga and then just European, watching them play West Ham, watching them play Rangers. Yeah, that was a fun season for them. The Celts, the NBA Finals run, kind of out of nowhere. In January. January below 500.
Fam, if we really go back to it, like if we really go back to it, like the Celtics overall, it was incredible to cover. Like, you talk about doing this pod,
wire
to wire, fam, to be able to cover what we covered. I mean, I remember Greg talking about. Remember, he was telling us how we went to the Toronto game.
Yes.
And then they got whooped. And then we were just like, it's going to be a long season. And then all we talked about throughout the fall was just, and then it really was just from the New Year on. We covered it all.
Unbelievable. Wire to wire. What a story.
Unbelievable, man.
And then the other team I had was the Revs, the 2021 Revs with the Supporters Shield winners. Big, took a lot of W's at home. It's a weird schedule kind of with the Eastern Conference. I don't want to say there's an asterisk on that at all. They got the Supporters Shield, set the MLS record for points.
No, that was hard-earned, man. That was hard-earned, fam.
Came up short in the finals, in the playoffs. But what do you think? What's quick? What out of those three teams? Give me your take, fam.
Man, it's crazy to say this, even though they didn't walk out with a championship. But I just think what the Celtics accomplished in terms of the franchise as a whole and holding on to something positive and really something to kind of gear on for the future, it's hard to not go with our hometown Boston Celtics for being the team to honestly really get behind. 100% goes without saying, Frankfurt, unbelievable. We caught them right at the right time, right before they went kind of white hot, if that makes sense. But again, like you spoke on, organic, fam, like organic as ever. Revs, great, love it. But overall, disappointing. So are the Celtics, fam, right? I guess, if you really think about it, we got the Supporters Shield. Supporters Shield's nice, but that's almost as I would put that equivalent as being an Eastern Conference champion and Jason Tatum winning the Larry Bird, fam. That's as good as that season was. I almost said Frankfurt. Like we said, a mid-table team, kind of out of nowhere that we were able to follow, and all of a sudden they just won European football, some European hardware, and they're on to can't
the
even
big boy
argue
stage.
against that. Can't even argue. I can't even argue.
It's like they actually went through with it.
Can't even argue against
stinks
that.
Because I want to say it's the Celts, but it might be Frankfurt taking that one for me, fam. But you laid out some good points. Like the Celts set a foundation. They did a little addition by subtraction. Now they brought in some more, this offseason did some more things it's tough. Yeah. I want to say the Celtics, but
no. I mean, listen, ding, ding, ding. You got that one, fam. Gotcha.
Fam, a couple other things, couple other topics, best OT topics. All right. A ton of OT topics, and we can get into OT tonight. In episode 52, bring our own, keep it recent. But OT tonight, OT topics from the year. Beluga whales went into that hardcore, your Connecticut trip
for sure
to the I think the Mystic Aquarium there. Food talk, like we're always talking food. You're talking Wendy's, you're talking Taco Bell, or I am talking Taco Bell, Wendy's. Like we're always talking.
That's it.
And then car talk, just having my car, having to get it towed. My flat tire that I had before the Harry Invitational that we were driving down.
Oh man!
Driving the big rig that I was driving a big rig from work.
For sure.
I just got hit recently while I was in my lunch break. So give me your scoop on that. I just think sometimes first of all, the beluga whale talk went. Excuse me, that went off. That
definitely did. Right.
That hit.
In our own little like mini viral world, that shit went off.
That hit with some people. That hit with some people.
Oh, 100%. And it was funny too. Like, not to say I laugh at myself, but like the way I say like beluga, it just you throw it in, you're like, yo, like I just great video. Go back, take a look if this is the first time you're hearing about it. Beluga whales. Yeah, fam. Right. I know I touched on that Jamaica trip. Me like losing my ring in the ocean. That was a real thing, fam. Like got real sick. Those waves are crashing.
Wow.
Again, I walked out of there with no dessert. It was crazy. And again, I think I mentioned like my cousins being with me. They actually weren't. It was just me and Kendra, so she had to deal with my freaking pain in the ass the whole entire time. So yeah, man, I just think back on that. Yeah, man, I even some of the stuff that we had done recently with the listener questions with the space talk was pretty funny too. So yeah, man, I think it's just really, the evolution of it all, fam, but those are definitely some good highlights for sure. I had to touch on that Jamaica trip for him. So
that's all right. No, that deserves for sure. That deserves mention. That one went over my head. We've talked about it a ton, but I just think, what's funny is like the week, like for sure. I love the beluga whale talk that hit for sure. I love, what you just said about, the Jamaica swim,
bikers, fam, walkers.
We go in hard on, yep. But like the week to week, like food trial and tribulations are so hilarious to me, and I'm sure we have like so many more. That,
fam, we haven't even like if we shared half the stuff that we actually, fam, like really talk about throughout the week, we already forget about it. We'd be here for 3 hours.
I love how those like you sent me like a picture recently, like you were in Taco Bell, the line was like mad long, and like you see people dip from the line.
Well, fam, like you pull up, you already know. Okay, all right, this line's stacked, and it's about the time. It's like okay, it's 12 o'clock. I got time. It's crunch time. I got time. I got nothing but time. Some people don't have that time. So I seen 3 cars dip out. I'm like, they got to get back to the office. I'm like, I'm going back to my crib. I already know where I got this 45 to an hour, and I'm here, fam. Sorry, that's I had to touch on that, but
that's perfect. And then fam, one of the other things as we look back, I have just written down best live event, and I have for the best live event, and you can give me your take on it. Harry Invitational, the ISC games that we did in the spring, plus the Supporters Shield that we went over there and got to hold that up, and that got a ton of love. And then the last thing I have is Rock the Lot 2021, the original Rock the Lot,
for sure,
first annual. So yeah, fam, I don't know, kick off. Where do you want to go with that?
So I mean, I'll piggyback. Harry Invitational, unbelievable event. ISC doing all that, just hitting a new dimension with that. The announcing, all that. We already know what that's segueing with our new journey, fam. With Riv, Rock the Lot goes without saying. You know what I'm saying? Saw homeboy with Tim's. Said, yo, you know what I'm saying? We ain't, we're not above that. Yeah, so you fall back, fam. I don't need all that. Just trying to enjoy my burger over here and try and get into this Revs game with no issues. But yeah, man, I think I told you, SmackDown at Worcester. I know at heart you were there with us. We were sharing some video with you, but bringing that Riv Pod energy out there, fam. I was cooking out there, fam. The energy was real, fam. I mean, to this day, all that, fam. You already know it. So that for me, out in DCU Center was a great event. Had a great time. And I had another one in the back of my head. Oh yeah, the first game, the first Champions League game against Pumas. Me and Greg were there. It was in the snow.
That snow game. Wow, bro, that was in February.
Bro, February. We ripped them apart, 3-0, and the rest is history. We all knew they had to go down to Mexico, finish it off. They couldn't. But I was, genuinely proud to be in the house that night for a Champions League victory over, a historic Mexican club. So shout out to that night, snowy night. That's up on the socials too, on IG, on one of the highlights. So you can go back, look on the IG. And that's another thing too. If you go on our IG page, you can see all of the reels that I've, kind of saved throughout. So we, as a team, and yeah, you see them all. It's like probably like 25 of them, fam.
Love it. Check them out. Check them out for sure.
Yep. So I have to highlight that game against Pumas,
man. And even fam, when you guys were at the DCU Center, tons of love on that. That was definitely you guys. I felt like I was there for sure. And I know you were wheeling it down,
bro. I'm actually thinking.
I know you was in the zone.
100%. Again, that's when fam.
That's in your wheelhouse, fam.
That's like Victorious, fam. You already know it. That's ASAP Petty, fam. All that,
awesome.
All that, fam.
So I just had those things written down as we look back, man. Super proud of all the things that we've done. Super proud of all the things that we're gonna do. All that good stuff, man. You guys already know. The Revs just had a blast going at Rock the Lot. Had some people join us. I know we had some kids. I think we had the kiddos there. And we were doing a little. Greg had the roulette table out. We were getting in there. Had the grill out. So
so
the
many
Harry
moments,
invitation.
man. Baby Blue, the NYFC, the Blue. We didn't know if they were having a girl or a boy. It's like, come on, guys, where you going? And then they go and beat us. So it's whatever.
The Harry Invitational was unbelievable. And how the homie Harry, just his battle. Shout out to the big dog.
Yep.
I know we threw that out there on the socials. As far as the GoFundMe and all that good stuff. But yeah, that was a blast getting together with all those guys. We had a
shout out Dana Farber, fam. What's I didn't mean to
he was down. I think he was down there like Brown.
Sorry. Yep. So, scratch that next one.
But yeah, no, all good. It's shout out to the homie Harry, man. He had a good prediction there with the Pats last season. That was funny how that stuff.
Fan were they 4-4 and then they broke off to 8-4?
Correct. Yep.
Unbelievable.
So nice little tasty run that he had. He predicted back then, but that was a blast. And then, just the ISC stuff, like you said, kind of kicked us off into what we've evolved into as far as the rib stuff coming up here in the fall. And then the supporter shield, getting the hold that thing up. It was pretty heavier than expected. And then, and then the hilarious, congratulations, congratulatory text.
Again, fam, they got the vision, fam. They got the vision.
Congrats. Best podcast. We just won best podcast. I was thank you. Congrats.
Fam, there's, certain types of love, fam, that, you know what I'm saying, that you get, you ain't getting that nowhere else. That's that congrats love, fam.
Fam, let's jump into what else? Anything else as we look back, fam? We can jump into some OT right now.
I mean, listen, it's ahead. Just
we can do whatever we want.
Yeah. I don't mean to go on my high cloud, but it's just a start of kind of what it is that we're trying to accomplish. I mean, I think for me, as a soccer head, golf will always be here, but soccer, we're going into the World Cup. We're under 100 days. I know for me, I'm looking forward to kind of stepping it up in the next dimension with soccer, getting, just more people on the show, saying what they got to say, being on here. I don't know, just trying to bump it up. I'm excited. I mean, so I've gone 52 weeks, a year consistently. I don't know, man. I'm ready to kind of just turn it up and you already know. Yeah, just turn it up, fam, and just bring a new dimension, bring more energy, and you can even tell just in my words, you know what I'm saying? I'm not lost. People know how I get, but it's this passion. I'm excited about it, fam. More to come.
We've been trying to add even a live element where we can all get together, Victorious, myself, a guest or two, 3 or 4 people all together, and do a podcast that way. It's harder than people. It's harder than you think.
It is.
It's harder than people think. So
it is.
Stuff we're trying to work on behind the scenes, always trying to improve. But for sure, Victorious, he's always mindful of soccer. I think for me, I love soccer. But I'm so into DraftKings and betting and that type of stuff, fantasy, daily fantasy. So I'm into that stuff is I love doing that. So naturally, that's kind of where my lean is.
For sure.
So here we go.
Yep.
And obviously, I follow the Revs. I love the Revs too. There's just only so much bandwidth. So to me, that's why I can't be watching hockey. That's why I can't, I don't watch it's really 2 things really a season, right? Or 2 things, you know, or so much wrestling. You can. It's
fam, even within soccer, like my in-laws were saying, like, yeah, we've been watching more soccer with Lucas lately, and they're like, well, how much do you watch? And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, bro, for the most part, like obviously EPL, like yeah, bro, Spanish league, yeah, Italian league, yeah, yep, La Liga, boom, and then it's like, okay, Champions League, oh yeah, I also follow Europa, oh yeah, Europa League Conference, oh, it's like that's 8 leagues,
yeah.
I don't do Liga MX, I do MLS, I do International, I do World Cup, I do Euro Cup, I do Transfer News, I do Revs.
Woo.
I mean,
that's a lot.
You know, are you not entertained?
So then, there's only so. Again, we talked about it a lot. There's only so much bandwidth, so it's fun to, for sure. Revs, the one thing I've always said is like, you should follow your local team.
That's it.
You should support your home team.
Yep.
Okay. The Revs is the home team. The Revs is the local team, and even locally, like support. You know, we're over here gonna be up at Riv supporting the local team, the alma mater.
Right here.
We mess with. We're always talking about Santa Cruz here in Lawrence. I know my man Danny Mello, and like some of these goes to Flavio talk with Merrimack Valley United.
Homie Henry, Methuen High School boys.
Come on,
come on,
Matt Carrera, Salem State. That's where we're at. You know what I'm saying? So we always try to keep it local for sure, first and foremost. That's even when I think about Sports Talk Plus. I was talking about like Merrimack College stuff. I was talking about Riv stuff.
Yep.
I was talking about Lawrence High School stuff, Haverhill High School stuff. So
for sure.
100%. You know, we always keep it local. That's where you got to start first and foremost. I think in your backyard. You know.
Yep.
Fam. So, anything else? Anything else? Let's jump into some OT this week.
Let's get it, fam.
You have any stories, fam? We can jump right from kind of looking back into kind of looking ahead, or any other stories you got?
I got
anything you hit up this week?
Nah, nothing this week, but sometimes
any dog stuff, fam?
Nah. Today at work, I was it's at work, just a dog like happened to pass by. It's like, oh my god, it's really cute. It's a nice dog. Just petted it, just kind of went on with it. But I'm not gonna go any more on that, fam. I touched on it earlier with you. It just made me think, like, I don't know why I had this vision of being in like the 200s at Avery High and going to that bathroom, like on the boys' bathroom, and just before even being in class, you just smell cigarettes. I'm like, God, like it's like, now these kids are like vaping and stuff. Like you can't smell nothing. It's like just vape. Like you might smell like some strawberry essence and like think it's like whatever. Like I'm just thinking back in the day, like kids are just ripping straight cigarettes, fam. Like in the 200, just stinking the bathroom up, and it's like, nah, you were clearly smoking. It's like, I wonder if kids are really like still smoking cigarettes.
Wow,
in the
hardcore.
Or they just leave it school, fam, and just like whatever. Like I don't know. I don't know why that came in my mind. Just made me think of the grimy ass 200s up in Avery High, fam.
Wow.
And like even the hundreds, fam, like the hundreds bathroom, fam. I would never, I'd go to the other side of the school, fam, because I would never want to. I went to those bathrooms once and I like leak. It was like, nah, fam. It was like people under the stairs type situation. So I was out, fam. Out. I never mess with the hundreds bathroom, fam, ever.
I gotta piggyback off that. Yeah, I used to work down in Boston, like in corporate, in the cubicles, do all that. So I used to have like a bathroom that used to share with the floor or whatever. I've worked here. I've worked like in like office trailers, construction office trailers. Sure. I worked in those. I've worked in, like a bunch of like, I guess, office environments and like different, and like, bathroom etiquette, fam. It's like, people have no bathroom etiquette. Okay. And also like, how disgusting are porta potties?
Pretty
disgusting.
Awful.
Like nasty.
I feel bad for the girls.
Louise.
I feel bad for the girls. I always feel bad for girls
Louise.
For a lot of different things. Like just in terms of like the public, like, we got it. We're just gonna whip, that's it. But like, ugh.
Oh man. So even like bathroom etiquette, I never understand. Like if there's 3 stalls and I'm sitting in the far one, why someone would come in the middle one is empty. Why someone would come in and sit in the second one instead of sitting in the first one.
honestly, I have to, like, I don't want to hear anything.
And like, I don't
want to hear anything.
Like, just basic. And I've tried to tell you too, fam. Like, people better not be using the blower, the blow dryer,
fam.
Don't be using that, people.
Because
if you don't know by now, the Rip Pod putting you on. Don't be using that.
Told Lucas, fam.
Don't use it. You're better off putting your hands on your shirt,
fam. We don't Dyson around here.
Nah, that's just we're trying to help the people out. We don't need that. So
check your fingernails out.
I had to throw that out there. You were talking about it. You were just
it's true. That definitely like,
people under the stairs got me going. Like, it's real people under the stairs. Like, you open a porta potty, you never know what's in there.
Nah, man. I'm very fortunate to be a male and to be able to just kind of do what we got to do and not have to worry about like any of that extra stuff, man.
Well, you're right, and I'm talking about it because like today we went to Newburyport, just walked around, but like Ty, he's like, oh, I got to eat a party, and it's like,
well, yeah, I guess you're right too. Even with the kids, well, I'll be telling Lucas, hold it.
Jeez Louise.
I know it sounds bad, but there's certain places I'm not gonna risk my son's like skin with like some.
It's true.
Nah, true. Like I'd rather. I'm not saying I want him to, like, we're going to be, but I'm going to have to keep it.
This is like parenting. This is the back, we're showing you guys.
Well, the other day we were at a breakfast spot and beautiful place, but like someone must have like a bloody nose. So there's blood all over the floor. So we walk in, fam, I pulled his ass off. Like we walk right back. 10 seconds and we were back to the table and she's like, what happened? I was like, I seen blood. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm not going a step further. What do you mean? I'm not going a step further. It was blood everywhere. It was just a bloody. I'm sure. I don't want no part of that. Lucas is not sitting anywhere near anything where there's blood. I'm fucking out of here. Excuse my language. I'm out of here, bro. Nah, I'm not even playing with that.
Fam, all right. Yo, what else we got?
That might be my OT right there.
Fam. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We just went right off of each other right there. That's
hard. Sorry.
Nah, it's all good. The other thing I had real quick was like just taking, and fam, like taking your kid to like kid spots or like trampoline places or jumpy ball places or like arcades, and it's like, talk about grimy. Those places can get a little grimy, and like those places get a little like.
Well, yeah, I don't know. People ain't watching their kids. People ain't watching their kids. Kids acting reckless, fam. It's like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing?
100% kids acting reckless.
I'm not like a super helicopter parent, but like I'm sure it's all like making sure. Oh yeah, it's 2022, fam. Come on,
unbelievable, fam.
Don't know what I was talking about, kid.
That's all I have.
The hell, bro.
Sometimes like, you gotta like, have to like trying to relax and like, you gotta like take charge and like,
fam, DTA, fam. My mind be like,
well, not even that. Like, I think about like, I just, as much as I can, I don't want to be stressed out. As much as I can, I want to be relaxing. As much as I can, I don't want to be like you said, I'm not trying to be a helicopter. I don't want to be watching over my kid, but I know your kid's a degenerate, so I have to watch my kid.
That's really it.
Or I know this place is like, you're not keeping an eye on your kid, so I have to like keep an eye on both of our kids and like.
It's another one, fam. Another one, like a month ago, fam. I may have even talked about it on the pod, but I'll revisit it. This mother's sitting we're at a playground, and her son is doing this unbelievable, like, monkey bar thing. But he's done flipped over, and he kind of bigger boy. And he's stuck. He's stuck. He's actually, his head is down. And, like, his mom is on her phone, bro. She's scrolling, bro. And I'm looking at him, and Ken's looking at me, and I'm like, I gotta I saved him, fam. I helped him down, fam. The little boy, he was about to drop on his neck. Mom didn't even see nothing, fam. I swear to God, I swear down. She didn't see nothing. I helped the kid.
I don't want to say you should have let him fall, but
he would have got wrecked, fam. He would have got wrecked. So I helped him, and he went down, and I wasn't going to tell the mom, I wouldn't save your kid. I fell back, and that's it, fam. You know how Spider-Man, Superman, how they do it? They just go back into that's it, fam. I just sat back down, kept scrolling myself, and I did my good duty for the day, fam. But this little kid almost broke his neck, fam. He was like,
I don't want to sound reckless,
he goes, help me. I was like, Kendra's like, oh, you got. I was like, I helped her. I scooped him down. Yo, this is like 15 seconds. I swear, fam, Mom. And it was one of those where it ended, and then she looked up. I'm like, oh yeah, now you wanna. Anyway,
where you been at?
I just went off.
Where you been at, fam? Unbelievable. That's what It's what the Rip Pod is about, fam. You know, in a nutshell, giving you the sports all around, giving you thorough. We just talked about thorough soccer, jumping into NFL. Just had a crispy PGA season. We're gonna finish that strong. Unbelievable. The Rivolution Podcast, episode 52, week 52 in a row, August 18th. It's not even midnight, fam. We're here.
Wait, we just smashed, fam?
We're here. We're here just dominating. So, yo, all the love, all the support. It's been phenomenal. Thank you. Could go down like individually and list off a bunch of people, but the support's been awesome. All platforms. Make sure if you want to get into the contest to win some merch, you are subscribed to
YouTube.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure that you leave a comment. Anything. Yo, how's the show? Hey, Victorious, I love your background. Javier, the shirt looks crispy.
That's it.
I don't know. Well, anything.
We'll take critiques.
Yo, the show needs. The show needs this.
Yeah,
the show needs that.
We'll take all that.
Literally anything. Any comment.
Yeah, whatever really comes.
Love you. Hey, love you guys. The sky's blue.
All that
doesn't matter.
We're really looking to just kind of elevate the YouTube. That's really it. I mean, we're not.
That's it.
That's it. Elevate the YouTube page. We got that. Facebook, IG up, TikTok. Beat it.
Looking forward. Yeah, beat it. It's TikTok. Looking forward to throwing out this collaboration officially with the Riv men's soccer team. So shout out to that. We're gonna throw something out official with your boy Hayden.
People really just like, wow, you really do it. Yes, come on.
Yo, our alma mater, we both played for him.
For sure.
Come on, fam. We got nothing but positivity, nothing but good vibes.
That's it.
And then the other thing I wanted to mention real quick, my man Coach Costa, just for GNAC preseason poll.
Hit him.
Let me hit him real quick. Women's volleyball preseason poll 2022 GNAC. Riviere received 7 of possible 14 first place votes to take the top spot in the poll with 189 points. Avery Pollard, Sydney Recivius, Sophia Pulisic, Lily Sills, and all return for new coach Jeff Costa, who played under Coach Kolick and was the head coach at Merrimack during the Warriors' transition from NC Division 2 to Division 1 in 2019. Let's go, Coach Costa. Hey, now big expectation. Now you got to do something now. All right? Super pumped, super excited. Hope we can lend him a hand in any which way. But yeah, sometimes those things can be misleading too. Who knows? Season's going to play itself out. But hopefully he does well. He knows we're cheering for him. We got his support.
The energy is strong.
He's got our support behind him. He already knows that.
Yep.
But I just wanted to mention that out there, Coach Costa.
For sure.
Going to throw something official out there with Coach Barbosa out there in the men's soccer team. So, fam, let's wrap up episode 42. 1 year strong, yo. Fam, 1 year. Wow. Let's see if I can throw
Horowitz. Barry Horowitz, fam.
Let's see if we can do it. Clapping. We got anything? No? I don't even – I think the volume's down.
What do you got? There it is.
Can you hear it?
Nope. But they got my clapping. They got me clapping.
I don't know. That's all right. No big deal.
Yo, we're here, fam. We're going. No noise.
No big deal. No noise.
Unless it comes through.
Hey, episode 52. Oh, there it is. Hey, episode 52. Let's go, fam. Catch you next week. Let's go on the Rip Pod. Peace. Come on.